I didn't think you could mess up cleaning a griddle or making a messy job even messier, but apparently you can. I made a couple mistakes right out of the gate, and it definitely didn't go the way I expected, but after some trial and error and a lot of elbow grease, this turned out way better than I thought it would. So if your stainless steel griddle is looking anything like mine was, let's get that fixed. All right guys, today's the day, and if you're anything like me, your flat top griddle is a hot mess. This thing's been cooked on, I want to say maybe 30 times since I bought it, which, okay, in fairness, probably isn't like a lot, but the thing is dirty, and it got real dirty when we made those smash burgers. Remember those? That was like the greasiest mess this thing had ever seen. Burgers put off a ton of grease, and they will take a beautiful glistening solo stove steel fire griddle from looking like this, nice and brand new and shiny, to looking like now this. Now, as you can see, the lid of this thing isn't too bad, but this griddle top here is super heavy and really dirty and grimy and greasy. And y'all saw what I did to it in the last video, where we had that little mistake I made with my hot water kettle. Yeah, I know, that was a little embarrassing, right? But it happened. That's all cleaned up and gone. But I'm just saying that we've made some messes, okay? And this thing is due for a deep clean. It is spring. It is finally spring, even though you don't see it, okay? You don't see any of that greenery yet. It's March spring. So we're not quite in full bloom yet, but we're on our way there. And so we're thinking about spring cleaning and getting down in the nitty gritty and the baseboards and the windowsills and the steel fire griddles and the pit bosses. They've got to be cleaned up, y'all. It's time to party. And this is a mess from winter, so let's get down to it. Let me show you the pit boss so you can see how dirty that is. That is also a project we're gonna tackle, but that one isn't too extensive. We have two little things we do to get that kind of cleaned up and ready to go again. All right, let's get a good look at her here real quick before we get to business on the solo stove. It's a giant mess. That grease catcher never gets clean. I never attempt it other than running some hot water through it, and that's about as far as that gets. It's just not worth the energy. Okay, this bad boy is disgusting. Down in there, that little like vent thing, I don't know what it's called, the vent thing is gross, and I'm gonna show you how we clean these grates and the vent thing. Okay, now the vent thingy, that gets taken out into the yard, and Jarrett uses this, and he just scrapes all that off into the grass. The next time it rains and the grass gets cut, it's gone. So that's where that mess goes. Then what I use on the grates almost always is this. BBQ Daddy. I basically take my little water bottle and squirt the sponge and then just get after the grates. And then it's got this handle here, so when you're scrubbing it, it works really well. Like you've got like some grip to it. So pick you up one of these. You're gonna thank us later. This thing is amazing. I love it. That's a lot of loves. Okay, but we ain't doing the pit boss today. We're doing the steel fire. This is stainless steel griddle cleaning 101, but also TBD, because I think I might be low on gas, and that's gonna be a problem because we need some high heat today. Now, what's the plan, you ask? I have one, okay? You're gonna need gloves. You're gonna need at least two. I like to have two because I like to have a backup, little squirty bottles. You're gonna need some sort of stainless steel scraper. I think we need a lot of water out here because I don't wanna have to go back in the house. I've got tongs. I've got utility cloths. I have a brand new pack of shiny white sponges. I also have something that's one of my new favorite cleaning items, is this roll of microfiber 40 towels, rewashable, tear and clean towels on a roll, withstands over 50 washes. These are amazing. The reason I kept the packaging is to show you guys, because I got these at Menards. If I can find them on Amazon, I'll link them below. Basically, they're like little microfiber towels, and they rip off. You can use them for dusting. They don't leave like a lot of like fiber left behind. These things are so handy. I've been using them all around the house. Now, get excited because I have one more tool that I'm so excited to use, which I will show you in just a second. And that tool should help me get around the stove. But what are we gonna use to clean it, Val? Good question. I'm gonna be winging this. This is TBD as usual. I did a little bit of research, I'm not gonna lie. I watched a couple YouTube videos on just like stainless steel griddle cleaning, which honestly, forgive me, the ones I found were done by guys. Okay, don't hate me in the comments, but the guys just want to clean the stove and that's it. I kind of want to get after it and get all of it that I can. Now, I'm not going to say that I can do better. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'd like for it to be cleaner than just what needs to be used to cook on. We're going to take it a step further, ladies. Don't we always? Don't we always take it a step further? Sometimes it's overkill. I get it. We're women. We're allowed. Okay, but in these videos I watched, I really didn't find that much information other than like, you know, natural household cleaners that we always use, such as vinegar, baking soda, and then of course I have a backup plan, Barkeeper's Friend. This works. I've used it before on stainless steel. I haven't used it in a long time, but I know it's good for cookware. So I think it's going to be fine. As long as we wipe it up and get it off of there, we can eat it off it just fine. Chemicals aren't going to matter. We already ate Teflon our whole lives and plastic the other night. So I think we're good. And stay tuned for that tool I told you about. It's right here in this box. And if we need it, we're going to bust it out and it's going to be fun. And I've never been this excited about a new cleaning tool. I know, total nerd, it's fine, I get it. All right, let's get this turned on. Be back in a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and mix some vinegar water. I don't have very much left, so we're just gonna use a little bit. Like a 1/4 cup. You hear them birds, they're like, it's springtime, y'all. And like 1 to 1, right? We're gonna do equal parts here. All right, we'll start by just kind of scraping off what we can. I did not check my grease pan. Well, all right, that's looking pretty disgusting, but it's not full and we have room, so we'll clean this out last. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on this, honestly, more than I would when I'm cooking, so I don't know, just trying to get up what I can. Well, I think it's time for, let's start with a little water. Okay, let's go for the vinegar. All right, I'm just gonna dip this in the vinegar water. See if we can get some of this up. Okay. Whew. All right, so far that has taken a lot of energy. Let's try the sponge. All right, let's see about this. Look at her shining already. Gloves are a must. It's getting hot up in here. Barbecue Daddy might be a must. I think we're gonna move on to the baking soda approach on this side. Let's see what we got.
I didn't know it yet, but this was my second mistake. Too much baking soda. The first mistake will be obvious later, but for now, let's just keep scrubbing.
Did I make it worse?
This was also not the right approach. The scraper wasn't gonna get it.
All right, it was time to bring out the big guns. I'm doing equal parts of water and vinegar again. Get some on the sponge.
After running out of steam myself, I decided the vinegar was needed to get all the baking soda off. I created a much bigger mess for myself, but as you can see, we are definitely making progress, and my faith is strengthening at this point.
Are we going places? I think we are. I'm only taking a break to say that this may be the last time you see this in this video, because I'm breaking a sweat and I'm looking like a hot, sweaty mess. And this is way more of a workout than I intended it to be. And are we learning things at this point? I think we're learning that baking soda should go first and we should use less of it. And then vinegar. Vinegar's doing a great job, isn't it? Every time I clean it and the heat's on, the baking soda comes back. And I'm like, it's never ending. I think I used way too much baking soda at this point. That's looking a little like baking soda because it all got brushed to that side. But this is after the baking soda round and a second, third, and fourth vinegar round because we used too much. So I've still got to get that baking soda off, but look at how clean it's getting already.
Okay, couple things here. Definitely keep your gloves on because that steam gets hot. And I'm noticing there's a couple scratches here and I'm not sure if I'm ruining the griddle, but I didn't care. I've committed at this point and there was no turning back.
I told y'all I wasn't playing around. Okay, I got sous chef handyman here to lift that dang thing for me because it's too heavy. And I decided to get after the inside because of my spillover excessive baking soda usage. I figure, okay, while we're at it, let's just get it all out of there. That baking soda's got to come out. So we turned off the heat and we're gonna get to scrubbing. Okay, you might think I'm crazy, and yes, I've resorted to a ball cap, but this is my special tool that is obviously not going to get like the deepest of grime, but bear with me, it gets in the crevices. And this is the thing I got at Target, and well, the brand was called Casabella, and it comes with all different sizes of little like brush heads, and you just put them on like a toothbrush, push power, and it goes. Like, we've cleaned out our vents in our house with this thing. It's been great. Like, so far, so good. You can get down in the crevices where it's needed, even windowsills, stuff like that. I've already kind of ruined it. I realized real quick that you should not put this on like 600 degrees temperatures because it's gonna melt the bristles. But I did get some vinegar water here, and I'm like getting up where these screws are. Okay, so see, like, it's not gonna get this. It's just not that powerful. The Scrub Daddy does much better, so you're wasting your time here. But like up in here, where we want to get some of the little grimy pieces, it did get all of that for me.
So I went to the garage and got the scuffing pads I've been using on my 88 square body Chevy. Had a whole bag of these left over. So we're going to use these to clean this grill up.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because my fingers and arms and everything's hurting at this point. This works great too. So what are these, like Brillo pads?
They're called scuffing pads, is what I've always called them. And
Scuffing pads.
After a lot of elbow grease, we did finally get up the baking soda, and there was no shop vac needed.
Ew. Well, we never did use the shop vac. We just wiped out the baking soda out of here. And I'm just afraid that like when we turn it back on, it's gonna like white up again, because there was so much baking soda. Clean rag, barkeeper. We're doing it. Ooh, it smells good and clean. I'm not too worried about some of the grease up under here. Like, it's just, it is what it is. My arm is on fire.
Finally got to the back on those spots we missed, but they did come off with just a little vinegar water and the scuffing pads. And then of course, if those little spots don't come off and you really want after it, go for the Scrub Daddy.
Okay. Looking good. She's looking pretty. And you know what? I picked a name for her.
ooh, can I guess?
Can you guess? You already know what it is. I think I already told you. One more water scrub before we turn it on and see if we really got all that baking soda. Okay, barkeeper, y'all. Isn't she already pretty?
Barkeeper's Friend is awesome. You just want to hit all the stainless steel areas and then wipe it down with a rag. And then rinse and rinse and rinse some more. Paper towels are going to be your friend to wipe up the excess. And then, of course, get a clean pitcher of water.
My arm is giving out on me. Look at her shine.
Here, I'm going to put up the side tables just to make sure I get those too and don't forget them. And if you're thinking this is a lot at this point, well, it is. And I'll talk about what we learned and what I do differently in a minute. But look at how shiny this is. All of this hard work is starting to feel worth it.
One last wipe down with my clean, dry microfiber wipey rag. And I know what you're thinking. Will you come over and do mine? No. I just showed you how to do it yourself. I will, for the going price of, depending on where you live, $3,000 including the plane ticket. Just kidding. How you like me now? Look at her shine. Even the drip pan's clean. Y'all didn't trust me, did you? You did not trust me. And look at her. Okay, you ready for her name? This is a solo stove, right? So I think I'm going with Leia. Did you get it? Leia? Han Solo, Princess Leia. Like
Leia
Princess Leia Solo. Get it?
But she's not a solo. They never got married.
But they wanted to. Right? Her name's Leia. And she's a beauty. We've made a mess, number one. What did we learn? We learned a lot of crap tonight. Did we not? Do not use as much baking soda as I used. Use some, but start with the baking soda first. Use a little bit. Then I would go for the vinegar water. That shined her up and got after it. Get you a Scrub Daddy, Barbecue Daddy brush, Bar Keeper. Then use Bar Keeper. So you need all the things I told you about. Get all those things, including Jarrett's little red scrubby things, because that worked all around in here. And even if you think my handy dandy toothbrush tool is stupid for a grill, it is not stupid for the house projects. So get you one of those. You need to see your next project. After we clean up this mess we made, this is your project. Which yours was much easier, remember?
Oh yeah, that'd take me like 10 minutes.
You could get this done while I order tacos.
I can get it done. Are you gonna, that's fine if you wanna order tacos.
Do you want to do this real quick? And then we'll show them the final product. And what we had for dinner.
All right, well, take the people. Let me get to work.
All right, people, BRB. That there's about as good as it gets.
It ain't bad. I don't know what's like really greasy and wet. I don't know what you've been cooking.
A lot of chicken. Scrub it with the brush, shop vac it, then clean the grates. 2 hours is about what it took. A hat and a messed up hairdo. Probably DoorDash or eating out because now you're tired and hungry. But was it worth it? Yes. To be ready for the spring and summer cookouts? Absolutely. It's a dirty job, but you know the rest. Somebody's got to do it. Don't know what's next on Dinner TBD, but stick around and find out. See you guys on the next one. Looks good.
Shining like a diamond.
Here we go. Yep, he'll see you over on our next adventure. Good night, Leia. And you didn't run out of gas. Good girl.